Hi guys. Before we get into this episode today, we just wanted to give you guys a trigger warning because we're gonna be talking about issues that are kind of sensitive, such as sexual assault and grooming. So yeah. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Off the Rails, a podcast where we talk about anything and everything while trying to stay on topic. I'm Natasha.
I'm Justin.
And today is our first episode of the search bar. So, would you like to explain what we're doing today?
Okay, well, the search bar is our new segment where we talk about current social media events that, it's essentially the news, but like news teenagers actually care about.
Well, not that teenagers don't care about social issues and global events.
Yeah.
But social media stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Things that, our parents don't really care about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Here we are. This is what we're doing today.
Okay. So, me and Adasia, we looked up a few current events.
We did our research.
Yeah.
On a couple things that have been happening or circulating the World Wide Web recently.
Yeah. Should I go first or should you go first?
I mean, you know what? I'll go first. Okay, so this one's a little bit tame. Or actually, none of these are really tame. But actually, so I mean, for those of you who don't know who Khloe Kardashian is, I doubt that you know what? Let's just pretend some of you don't know who she is.
And if you don't know, seek help.
But, yeah, she's famous and she's part of the Kardashian clan. Yeah, famous family and she's part of it. And basically, she's a beauty fashion mogul, I guess. And they're on, like, reality TV.
Yeah.
Which actually just ended. I think they just ended their show.
Oh.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But
was that the last episode?
I don't know, but I think I think this was their last season.
Yeah, I know that they're planning to end it.
Yes, but anyways, that is not what we're here to talk about. But actually, there's this image that's been going around of Khloe Kardashian in this like non-airbrushed like authentic picture of her in like a bikini that some random user on the internet released to social media, and a lot of people were sending it around. And actually she and her team were like contacting a bunch of people saying they threatened legal action against anyone that shared the picture, and obviously it didn't work. Their efforts failed to get it off the internet. So yeah, now that picture's been circulating, a bunch of people, activists, women activists, or actually, I don't know, a bunch of people have been giving her backlash for not commenting about, like, how her or not obviously, but people think that her photos have been airbrushed, and, how the media, like, makes women make women feel that they need to be perfect.
Yeah.
So that's just been controversy that's been going on. Justin, do you really know much about it?
Not really. I know you just showed me the picture.
Yeah. And obviously there's a big difference between that photo and other photos she posts on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I know a bunch of people, like, on the internet, like her face changes every day. Her nose changes, like, gets smaller and smaller every day, and like it just seems like every time that happens, like, there's so many like Photoshop fails on Instagram, like by like influencers and stuff, and every time people call them out for it, like, they just don't address it and eventually just goes away. So I feel like this time, this particular instance of Khloe Kardashian in the bikini is just gonna go away in a few days. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that's a lot of YouTube drama, though.
I feel like that's a lot of social media drama in general.
Like, it just gets real big.
And for one day, and then it just, like, dies down, like, just as quickly.
Right, but I don't know. I feel like there's, it raises a little bit of like personal concerns about like talking about like photoshopping and whether or not that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like,
Do you Photoshop your photos?
no, I'm perfect.
I definitely use a little bit of Facetune for like, I just like smooth out my skin and like I whiten my teeth because like, eh.
Hmm.
I don't really see that as like a big deal, just because I'm not that many people follow me.
Hmm.
But
But do you think once you become a celebrity, you are obligated to not Photoshop?
you know what? Speaking from a non-celebrity standpoint, I'll say this. I think celebrities have a certain obligation. I mean, they have to have a certain understanding of they have fans that are kind of crazy about them, and what they do will impact a lot of other people, even if they're just like having fun, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But they do, like, people like Khloe Kardashian or other people at the same celebrity status as her have some sort of obligation to address issues like, you know, like women have to look perfect, and she's kind of giving into that, but so do like a ton of other people, which is kind of hard to distinguish, like, where is the line that needs to be drawn between her obligation to other women to address it, and also like she has to bear the brunt of like all these people harassing her for maybe like adjusting one thing in her picture, which a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people do.
Yeah.
So, to a certain degree, it's kind of unfair that she's receiving all this backlash from so many, like thousands of people on the internet. But also, they're kind of right.
I don't know. I just feel so off about it cause like there's a reason why she is doing it. Like, cause she thinks she looks, um, I don't know. Like, there's some sort of fantasy that she's selling, right?
Hmm.
And obviously that is an issue with her own image of herself.
Right.
So it like makes me question, um, like when other girls do it
Hmm.
and they Photoshop, right? Because they don't think their picture looks the best.
Hmm.
Um, like, isn't it your right to kind of just try to present yourself to society the way you want to be presented?
Hmm. I don't think anybody should receive backlash for that. But, you know, it's just like, I think people want to normalize, like, talking about, um, just like being able to see, like, oh, other girls are also having this problem, but we don't see that because everybody's like, not everybody, but women are like editing their pictures so much that we can't even see, like, regular things like acne is a thing, stretch marks
Mm-hmm.
are a thing, cellulite is a thing, like,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like like celebrities definitely have to address the issue that like what you just listed is normal,
Mm-hmm.
and that is it's a normal thing to have. But I also feel like we shouldn't be condemning people
Mm-hmm.
as much as we are.
Yes, people are really harsh on
I,
the internet
like
for no reason.
she's probably getting like death wishes.
You know what? I just thought of something you just said like a few seconds ago about how celebrities. Did you say this? Actually, it reminded me of this, that celebrities hardly ever directly address an issue or a controversy that they're part of until a bunch of people are bashing them for it.
Yeah, that is a trend we definitely see. Um, no, but before we move on to the next event, I just think that it is so unreasonable to give a woman death wishes for using Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I can't believe that even
let her
happens.
live. Like, I
Yes.
get that she is a celebrity and she is a role model for many people, but you can't just wish a lady to death and tell her she's like gonna burn in hell for.
Honestly, I'd throw away my phone and like just hang out in my house.
Yeah, like.
She's so rich.
I know. She can do anything.
I know.
Okay. Ooh. Next topic is a little sensitive. So, if you, I don't know, this is a trigger warning. We're gonna talk about grooming, and if you're triggered by James Charles, also please skip this
Just
section.
James Charles as a whole.
James Charles, period. But we're gonna talk about his grooming scandals. There's multiple.
God, I can't even believe we have to say plural.
I know. So, you mentioned that people only address things when they're like getting a lot of hate, and that is definitely true for Mr. Charles over here.
Mr. Charles.
Sister Charles over here.
Oh my God.
So, Sister Charles, in February 2021, a 16-year-old kind of exposed him for like the fact that like James was sending him like sexual photos and snaps, and at the time James did not like know about the 16-year-old's age, right? And then that he really didn't address that thing until 3 more males came forward about some like sexual issues with Sister James, right? And a 17-year-old out of those 3 like he continued to like text him in like a sexual context after knowing he was 17.
That's so gross.
I know. And it doesn't even stop there. This was the biggest one. So, March 2021. This is exactly a month afterwards, right? A 15-year-old was he shared screenshots on a TikTok, and that TikTok went viral, right? And James Charles blocked him and accused the guy who's saying that James is texting him as a minor of lying about his age. But the guy said that James always knew he was 15, right? So then, funny coincidence, on April 1st, April Fool's Day, which is a weird day to post something serious.
Yeah.
He posted a video entitled "Holding Myself Accountable," where he essentially admitted to the fact that he knew he was texting underage guys, and his reason for doing so was that he was desperate.
I can't believe that he did that. It's just I don't have words for that, because he's basically admitting
that he committed
to multiple crimes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's I can't believe he texted a 15-year-old. It's like a sophomore in high school. And how old is he?
He just turned 21.
21.
Yeah.
That is so gross.
But for me,
it said he was texting a 17-year-old guy, and you're 17. What is your opinion on this?
I mean, he's rich, ain't it? Okay, no, but jokes aside, so all these accusations of I don't even know what's called, grooming or whatever. Child grooming, right? Is coming about. But James has also released so many receipts on where people have been clout chasing him, and by trying to make sure he slips up, and then they expose him for something that he didn't know he was being exposed for. Right. So this is the main problem with James. That it's always believe the victim, but sometimes James is the victim for clout chasing. You know?
It's just, I don't really know who to believe. It's a lot of this stuff on social media is sometimes it's the boy who cried wolf, and like, you know, it's a lot of pointing fingers, and I don't really ever know who to believe. So whenever I'm trying to formulate my opinion on something, I'm like, I usually, at least once or twice, I'll be like, I can't think about this anymore, like, this is so stupid. But, you know, obviously this isn't stupid, this is a very serious issue. And it's just, this is kind of off topic, but like, who is going to actually hold them legally accountable? Like, hold him accountable for essentially sexting these underage guys. This is literally illegal.
Yeah. Oh my god, his next YouTube video, inmate does my makeup.
Oh my.
No, but
he's like orange eyeshadow.
Oh my god. Prison-based makeup looks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, trying to do my makeup with all the prison gadgets. I'm so sorry, but that's so funny. Okay, but I don't think I don't know if he's gonna be in trouble. Like, even after that Tati Westbrook in 2019, that whole entire drama.
That was crazy.
Like, he bounced back. He, like, even gained, like, a little more success than he did before the actual drama. So, like, will he ever be canceled? I don't know. But does he deserve to be canceled because everyone is questioning who is actually telling the truth?
Yes.
But he did admit to doing it. He admitted to knowing their ages at one point. But I don't know, it's so weird.
I don't understand where the appeal is in doing that.
His PR team was probably like,
they're struggling. Oh god.
I don't know, I just like, it's just so icky to think about. And he also said he didn't know that he was in a position of power and using his power again.
I feel like all influencers, all celebrities should be aware of that. Or they... Like, how can you not know? Yeah. You have millions of subscribers. Yeah. What do they think? They all hate you?
No, he was thinking that, like, it wasn't my intention to do so I didn't know I was doing it. But, like, okay, you learned that you have a lot of power over literally anyone in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally an influencer. So
you're not called an influencer for no reason.
Yeah. And he thinks that, like, I don't know. Here's my issue. Celebrities dating fans. I don't know if that's weird. Like, how would that dynamic even work? Like, once you post a video, your significant other would be like, I loved your new video.
Ew.
Yeah. Or, like, I'm gonna buy your merch.
Ew. Okay, that's
If I was
weird.
a celebrity, I'm staying away from my fans. Forever.
That's just a little bit strange. But then also you kind of owe all of your success to those
your
people.
Fan. Yeah. Success in the bed.
Swiftly moving on. Oh want maybe not swiftly, but like, okay, this is also a little bit of a touchy subject because we wanted to talk about David Dobrik and all of his stuff that's happening. So basically, I think this all kind of happened this year, or this all finally surfaced after several years of this being kind of in the dark. But yeah, this was finally addressed sometime earlier this year. But anyways, let me just dive right into the details, because I wasn't totally sure about what was actually happening. Like, I knew the gist of what was going on, but not totally. So basically, at the start of the pandemic, actually, like, December 2019, I think. That was when the pandemic really was hitting hard. And basically, David Dobrik... Okay, actually, David Dobrik is, like, a really famous YouTuber, and he has, like, this whole friend group called the Vlog Squad with, like, a bunch of people. had.
Oh wait, are they still together?
I don't know, but they were the Vlog Squad, and it was like a bunch of people. Like they weren't as famous as he was, but he had like a big group of friends, and they would film videos together, and etc. etc. So basically, David Dobrik stopped filming like his videos, weekly videos, like his vlogs and stuff at the start of the pandemic, just to scale back, and he switched to his podcast with one of the Vlog Squad members, Jason Nash, and that was kind of when, a few months after that, like in the mid 2020, last year, like former members of the Vlog Squad were speaking out against him, and there were several allegations of sexual misconduct against like other people in the Vlog Squad, specifically Dirty Dom, and Seth spoke out against them, and which I'll get into later, and accusations of like bullying and stuff in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, one of two main things. One of the former members, Seth, like, he was in one of these videos. I remember watching this video when he was like, they staged one vlog. David got one of like Jason Nash to like make out with Seth thinking that he was kissing a girl and not Jason. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then another one, which was kind of like the big thing where like which caused him to make like 2 apology videos. So this one anonymous girl, she's going under the pseudonym Hannah, and basically she accused one of the members of the Vlog Squad, Dirty Dom, of basically assaulting her for a video that David was filming, and he made like several jokes about like having a threesome and like with other girls in the house and whatnot in 2018, and this only surfaced last year. So that was basically what I wanted to talk about this time. Do you know the things I'm talking about right now?
Yeah, I do. I literally remember watching some of them.
It's just so crazy because my friends know I freaking loved David Dobrik, and I loved his vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
I have rewatched almost all of his vlogs. Like, I know all of them. And it was just so crazy to me to A, hear about this, and B, just realize that I didn't think any of the things that he filmed were wrong. And I just totally, it just went over my head. Like, the thing about Seth, and like, it was basically sexual assault because he didn't know he was kissing a man rather than a woman. And David did not get his consent on that because it was for the video.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there was something wrong with that, but now that I'm hearing this from other people, I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I not think anything of this before? You know?
My chair is squeaky.
Yeah, sorry, that's my chair.
Okay, it's just weird to think that at the time I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like,
that's probably the most messed up thing.
Yeah, like, I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his videos were, like, I thought they were, like, so funny. But looking back now, like, it's all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
And he was, like, YouTube's good boy. He was, like, so fun. Like, everything about him was good. He, like, hardly was ever in any kind of controversy. Well, hardly ever.
Yeah.
So, it was just so...
He was, like, quoted the most unproblematic YouTuber out there.
Yeah, and I was like, I loved him for that. Because all he had were, like, just good vibes all around. But then all of this resurfaced, and, like, he didn't really address it, and he was protecting, like, his friends and stuff. And he said in his second apology video, like, I didn't reach out to the girls that were affected by this. Instead, he made jokes about their claims against his friends of sexual assault, and I'm like, that is so messed up.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that he got away with it since like 2017. That's like 4 years.
Yeah. But
And only after he left YouTube, people like these girls and other people felt safe to talk about it.
yeah. He's definitely not. Do you think he's ever gonna come back? No, right?
I don't think so.
I think he's done.
Because honestly, thank God, because his sponsors like SeatGeek, Chipotle,
Yeah.
EA Sports, like they
That's
all
crazy.
dropped him. They all dropped him after those
As they
girls.
should.
Yeah, honestly, after those girls made those claims, they all dropped him. So I was like, wow, like this is. I knew when he lost his sponsorships, it was he's
done.
definitely not coming back. There's no way.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like there's a little bit, like a part of me feels so sad because David was literally my childhood.
True.
So like seeing him being like dragged and like actually canceled for the right reasons, of course. Like he deserves those.
It just never
feels
expected
off.
it. Yeah. It's just so weird to think that someone has such good character, but then they did this stuff. He protected his friends who did this messed up stuff. And no one can stand by that.
Definitely not. But I don't know if I'm gonna come off weird.
No, just say it. This is a safe space.
Yeah, sure. But do you think all of his friends should drop him as well?
Why?
Because
What do
like
you
people
think they
outside the
should?
vlog squad, if you were hypothetically, if you were one of David's friends, would you defend him?
I think one of his friends did defend him, Scotty.
Yeah.
He like went on Twitter and like ranted about it instead of before David said anything. Period. Yeah, I don't know. It's just too difficult of a situation to like say what I think that they should do for sure.
Yeah. No, because for me, it's like,
What
especially
do
when
you
you're a celebrity, friendship is also part of a contract. Like, your friends will damage or help your reputation. So even if your best friend, who you love so much, if they mess up, that looks bad on you if you still are friends with them.
Oh, you mean should they drop him for like the sake of their own careers?
Yeah. Like, isn't that such a hard question to think about?
I feel like they do that.
Yeah.
Like they not like them specifically, but in general.
Like celebrities,
like,
yeah.
Like, okay, I mean, I don't know if this is okay, not exactly the same, but like Jordan Woods, like after she like made out with Tristan Thompson and stuff, like, and then Kylie ditched her.
Yeah.
Kinda, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
gross to think that that was one of your childhood heroes, and that like someone who you thought was so good could do something so wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to move on.
Yeah, let's move on to a lighter topic.
Just a pettier one.
A pettier one. Okay.
But could be just as emotionally traumatizing.
I don't think I was emotional.
Damaging?
I'll let you decide. Okay, anyways. So, if you if you are on TikTok, you probably don't know the names Nessa and Jaden. So, Jaden Hostler and Nessa Barrett? Barrett. They are TikTokers and singers.
Are trying to come into the music industry.
Yeah, they're attempting to do that.
Jeez.
And they recently just collaborated on a song. Now, in the past, while they were working on the song, Jaden was dating this girl named Mads Lewis, and Nessa was dating this guy named Josh Richards. All famous people on TikTok. Now, after the song was released, or maybe right before it was released, Mads posted a video, a TikTok, that's like, essentially the moral of the story was, oh, best friend took my boyfriend. Like, I was happy until you came along, you know? And that started a lot. Those two couples, they all broke off with each other, right? And,
You mean ceased contact with the other couple, or they both broke up?
Broke up.
Oh.
So Mads broke up with Jaden. Josh, ended things with Nessa, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, a lot of subtweeting went on between Nessa and Mads, and there's like two parts of this. So the first part is Josh says in his podcast that he wants Nessa to figure her life out, because at the time she's like going through things. So, but then he said he'll wait for her, and he's like he'll have her back if she just figures things out, right?
Oh my god.
But little did he know he won't ever get her back. So, later on, moving down the timeline, Jaden
when is this now?
It was like a few months ago, like 1 month ago, 2 months ago, something like that.
February.
Yeah, around that time. Jaden and Nessa become official.
They're dating?
Yeah.
They're like actually dating?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're dating.
Oh.
Yep.
I just did not know that.
Yep, Nessa and Jaden are dating.
Oh
and
my god.
In retaliation, Josh blocks both of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Now here's the big part. So there's this podcast called Call Her Daddy. Have you listened to it? Ever heard of it?
No. But I have heard of it.
Alright, so Call Her Daddy is real infamous for like girl talk stuff, right? So this is where all the girls come to hang out, right? Mads go on that podcast, and she essentially tells her side of the story. So she looked at Jaden's iPad and looked at his texts, and Jaden texted his manager that he no longer likes Mads.
When? Oh my god.
At the time they were dating.
No.
Yeah, so that's how she found out that he didn't like her anymore.
Oh god.
So then, he essentially, Jaden essentially told his manager that he doesn't like Mads, he likes Nessa.
Oh, that's so bad. But also, imagine like having to find this out on your boyfriend's iPad. Just food for thought. Anyways, just keep going.
So at the end of her episode on Call Her Daddy, she kind of goes along the lines of like all she wants is everyone to be happy, and he can be happy with Nessa if he wants. She's kind of petty about it. Kind of a boss. A girl boss. Okay, so and then this is the last part of this whole entire scandal is Josh on another episode of his podcast, he tells his friend, so if you aren't catching up with the story, Josh dated Nessa, then things ended between those two, right? So Josh tells his fans that he's going to move on, and like nothing will ever happen between him, Jaden and Nessa, and he doesn't know if things can go back
to the way they were.
To the way they were as friends.
Ugh.
What do you think?
God.
Messy.
You know what? That was a really long. What do I think about what part?
Okay, well, personally, let's talk about girl code. Cause Nessa was Mads' bestie. Like,
yeah.
her best friend. And then she got with
Didn't they fall out like a long time before they like any of this happened? I feel like they weren't friends before they collaborated on the song.
Who, Nessa and Mads?
Yes.
No, Nessa and Mads have been friends.
Oh God, that is really bad.
Yeah.
Just out of respect for your friend, even if you're not friends, like even if you had a falling out, like come on, like just out of respect for the other person, like why are you going after her boyfriend?
Yeah. Okay, but like,
I mean, also we just don't know the personal details
true.
of it, and
Right.
also they each have their own sides to the story. So, I mean, I feel like we'll never really know what happened.
But if Jaden said he didn't like Mads, and then he started to like Nessa,
Why didn't he just break up with her?
I mean, I think
Earlier.
he was going to.
Or why didn't he like tell her about this?
Who knows? But on the theoretically, if not Jaden and Nessa and Mads and Josh, right? But if your best friend's man liked you, and you kind of had these like unresolved feelings for your best friend's man, is it okay for you to go for your best friend's man if your best friend man breaks up with your best friend?
No.
I know, right? Girl
That's
code.
freaking fricked up. And also, on his part, Josh was his, like, bestie as well. They were each other's best friends.
Yep.
That just makes so much worse.
Yeah.
There is just no trust. I feel like if that happened to me, like, if I were Josh or, like, Mads, I would have I would have immense trust issues
Oh, yeah.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, because the combination of your girlfriend / boyfriend with your best friend, that is the worst, I think.
Yeah. I remember
That would be like if you made my boyfriend gay. Or like if my boyfriend was bi and he was into you and then you ran off with him. Like, I would be traumatized.
Noted. So.
But, okay.
No, but it's just so icky to think that she thought that was okay.
Yeah.
Nessa tweeted, she was like, I know what I'm doing, don't worry. And I was like, girl, you do not.
Oh my God.
You don't.
She's definitely got some kind of identity crisis.
Yeah, she's, I don't know. Girl code needs to be respected.
Bottom line.
Period.
Guy and girl code. Always follow.
Yeah. Well, that was a good ending, right? In the end, respect girl code.
Respect your friends. Respect
Yeah.
everybody in the world. That's generally a good rule to follow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so, anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening today to our first segment of the search bar. So, if you'd like to stay updated about the podcast, you can follow us on Instagram at offtherails.pod. If you want to follow...
Continue.
If you want to follow us personally, you can follow us at Natasha Roach.
Why is my chair so squeaky?
It's just my name, and
Justin.Tran with 2 T's in the Justin.
that'll be all for today, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Respect the codes.